Hi guys, you join me in my garden and it is the next chapter in our lifelong crusade to understand de and a prepositions. This is a question from Spencer, who is somebody that I teach, very capable guy. So, if you like this video on YouTube, please subscribe. Please click like. If you like this video on Instagram, please follow and please send a little bit of love. So, Spencer asked, why are we using a and de respectively differently before the auxiliary avoir? So the example he gave is he's the first person to have won the prize, and he's happy he won the prize. So il est la première personne à avoir whatever remporté le prix. I think it was that, and he's happy to have won the prize. Il est content d'avoir remporté le prix. And Spencer's question, very logically, is why are we using a avoir with the one and de avoir with the other? Well, the key thing here is de and avoir is following the adjective. So I'm happy to have spoken to Luc. Je suis content d'avoir parlé à Luc. I'm happy to have discovered his videos. Je suis content d'avoir découvert ses vidéos. He's the first teacher to have explained this situation correctly. Il est that's a bit arrogant, but il est le premier prof à avoir expliqué la situation correctement. Yeah, so the a there is coming off a noun of teacher and the de is coming off the adjective. The same subject pronoun is basically being introduced in both, and that is what is confusing. So for example, I, Luke, am happy to have started working with Spencer. I'm happy I started working with Spencer. Moi, Luc, je suis content, je suis heureux d'avoir commencé à travailler avec Spencer. I'm doing the first part, I'm linking to the second part with the de, and that is something I encourage you guys to do massively. So for example, when I'm teaching you to not overuse the subjunctive, so I am happy that you came, je suis content, je suis heureux que vous soyez venu, I'm happy I came, je suis heureux d'être venu. So you're being taught at this stage in the French game, use de if it's the same subject doing both kind of ideas. But in the first one, enfin, la première femme à avoir, there is no verb clause in the first part. It's just the first woman. Yeah, the first person. Il est, whatever. C'est la première personne. There's no verb there, just other than the obvious. It is. He is the first person. But there's no connection in that way. It's just the first person to have done this, rather than he's happy to have done this. They're slightly less connected, if that sort of helps some of you find this. But basically, on the back of a noun there, we would use the a, and on the back of an adjective, we would use the de. Yep. So the first child to have cried. He was the first child to have cried. Il était le premier enfant à avoir pleuré. He was embarrassed that he cried, not that anybody should be. Il avait honte d'avoir pleuré. Does this help a little bit, Spencer? Do please let me know. Anything I can show you in the garden while we're here? My peony is out. My peony. I'm saying the word peony. There's my peony. I've got a couple, so we can say Luke's peonies, which sounds slightly naughty. We've got the rockery going on, all my blues, my ace are kicking in, my tulips, and my tulips are from lovely Susie, who I used to teach, who is still part of the group. Alright guys, let me know how you're getting on.